this class is all about, getting your share of this world. The subject of today's class is getting smarter with your money, and really the focus is on budgeting your money, but budgeting for a surplus. Budgeting your money for a surplus. So if you go along with me here, let me tell you where I've taken this information from. None of this comes from me. None of this comes from any of us. All knowledge comes from our Creator. We all know that Allah says that Allah is the author and the creator of all the systems of knowledge. So all information that comes to us comes from our Creator. All right? And this comes by way of the author of this book. I've used some of his books in my class, and this one is called Increase Your Financial IQ, Getting Smarter with Your Money. His name is Robert Kiyosaki. Now, I'm not recommending you go get this book right now for this class, because I'll be teaching in other classes, and I'll be using the book, and at that time, I'll encourage you to go get the book. For right now, I'm going to be doing two parts. This first Sunday, and inshallah, the next first Sunday, on budgeting your money, but I want you to know where this information is taken from. And I'm also going to take a quote from our Imam Muhammad. This publication, Growth for a Model Community in America, this publication, Imam Muhammad authored the publication. Let me give you the date of it. I think it was 1996. After this. And my wife found it for me. I had it in my other books and things, and I definitely want to use it for this presentation. And I had forgot I had it. But I remember, now that I looked at it, he signed this book for me by my name, and he signed the book. That's when he was selling this. So this is something but it's the information in it that's valuable. I love the signature too, that it's been offered. But it's the information in it that's valuable. So I'm going to quote that. So when I give my classes, all the information I've gotten because Allah has blessed me with it. And my obligation is to give it to whomever will be open to hear it and use it. And that's what I intend on doing. Okay, so there are several chapters in this book. The first chapter that I want to talk about is he said, what is financial intelligence? Or another word for intelligence is IQ. We know the idea of IQ. IQ, how many people know what IQ stands for? IQ. Just tell me what it stands for. There you go. Intelligence quotient. And we all have what they call an academic intelligence quotient. In fact, that's what traditionally is measured. You're just measured in school or whatever. But they have a test that can measure your academic intelligence quotient. Well, Robert Kiyosaki says there is and everybody has this, a financial intelligence quotient. But that's one intelligence quotient that's not promoted. It's not promoted. It's not encouraged, except for the elite. Okay? And you know how they learn about it? You don't learn about it in school. None of this, what I'm giving you, you don't get it in school. All right? You get it in your home. The first book he wrote was this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. What the rich teach their children about money, that the poor and middle class do not. All right? It may sound like a provocative title, but it's the truth. It's the truth. They don't teach you in school about money. They teach you how to work for other people for money. But they don't teach you in school about money and how to make money work for you. All right? So he began with that book, and the second book he wrote was The Cash Flow Quantum. And these books are available here, and these are books I've been teaching on for the last almost a year or so. All right? And I will be putting lessons together and working with the Mosque Cares. We're going to promote and start a financial literacy academy. All right? Because since you don't get this in a regular school setting, where are you going to get it? If some of us don't bring it to you. If it wasn't me, somebody else would be doing this. All right? Because Allah's going to bless us to have this information, to have this knowledge. Now, what you do with it is up to you. All right? But it's out there available to you. And so inshallah, I'm going to do what I can to present it to you. But we're going to be putting classes together. The classes are going to be teaching. Some classes, inshallah, I'll be teaching here, or wherever the mosque has decided we want to teach them. And we'll be putting them together so they can be put online, so you can have access to the information. All this knowledge belongs to all of us. It's a credit. It belongs to all of us. So it's up to us now to take advantage of it. So we all have a financial IQ. We all have a financial intelligence. And he explains in his first chapter in this book what is financial IQ and how do you develop it. And it's knowledge, but it's knowledge, financial knowledge. All right. And he outlines 5 financial IQs. I have them listed here, 5 of them. And they are making more money, which is the first one. Protecting your money. Budgeting your money. Leveraging your money. And then improving your financial information. Those are the 5 IQs that he lays out in his book. Now I'm going to be speaking about from the budgeting your money. I'll be referring to the making of more money also. But I'll be referring to budgeting your money. And I hope that you will follow along with me and take advantage of that, what I'm going to give you. And I'll be referencing him, and then speaking on what I'm referencing. Mr. Kiyosaki, now his education on financial literacy, he got it from a child, starting at 9 years old, taught by his best friend's dad. That's what he calls his rich dad, his best friend's dad. And that's what I'm saying. He got it at home. He didn't get this in school. All right. And so he says, if you want to increase your financial intelligence, if you want to increase your financial IQ, you must become a financial problem solver. Now, let me say this again. If you want to increase your financial intelligence, you must become a good financial problem solver. All right? The more one solves their money problems, the smarter and richer they become. All right? The more you solve your money problems, not run away from your money problems. Solve your money problems. Address them head on and solve them. The richer you and smarter you become. Now, I don't know if some of you have been following me along with my classes. When I use the term rich or richer, the term I like to use, replacing this financial freedom. Okay, you know, he just talks about rich dad being rich, but really being financially free. So let me tell you what the definition of financially free is. His definition, the definition I like, is you're financially free when you've taken the resources that you have available to you, invested them into assets that earn returns. And they earn enough returns that you don't have to physically work, and no one in your household has to physically work. Once you're getting that kind of income coming in from your business, investments, real estate investments, whatever your investments, stocks and bonds, whatever your investment, once you have exceeded what it costs you to live, where you don't have to work, physically work, and no one in your household has to physically work, then you're financially free. Financially free. All right? That's a better definition of being rich. See, being rich, that's a definition that's subjective. You can look at someone who drives a new car every year, lives in a big house, all right, looks like they got nice clothes every time you see them, and they can be in debt up to their neck, but you think they're rich. All right, that's a subjective term. A better term is being financially free. And he talked about that in his book called The Cash Flow Quantum. And is that a better definition that we can reach for? That's an easier definition for it. Because, again, being rich is just subjective. So, I like the term financially free. Okay, so, budgeting your money, not just budgeting your money. Now, we all know what a budget is, right? A budget is a plan, all right? But budgeting for a surplus. Now, I'm going to quote the email in a minute. Somebody want to tell me what is a surplus? What would you say a surplus is? What's the definition of a surplus? Anyway, this is a class now. Okay, so there are no trick questions or anything. We're all here to learn together. All right. So anyone, just raise your hand. Tell me what would be a surplus?
Surplus is over what you need.
Not just over what you need. Over what your
expenses.
Not expenses. Or what you get from investment.